Top 8 ongoing mega projects in Kenya this year. Kenya is a leading construction hub in sub-Saharan Africa, with mega construction projects expected to boost the country's construction industry by 8.7% from 2017 and remain steady until 2026. And in this video, we're going to count down the 8 amazing mega projects in Kenya, starting with
Number 8.
Makamini Dam Project. The Makamini Dam Project is the second big project after the Thwake Multi-Purpose Dam Project, which is meant to harness flood flows from the Thwake River Basin for domestic water supply and irrigation in Kwale and Mombasa counties. The cost is $11 million, and it is being paid for by the federal government via the Coast Waterworks Development Agency. It is aimed at improving water, health and hygiene in arid and semi-arid parts of the county. The first phase of the project is expected to be completed in 18 months, providing potable water to over 40,000 residents from various sub-locations.
Number 7.
Dongo Kundu Bypass Project Phase 2. Phase 2 of the Dongo Kundu Bypass Project in Kenya, which will connect 3 major transportation arteries and reduce traffic congestion in Mombasa and the surrounding area, is currently under construction. It should reduce traffic congestion. Phase 1 of the project was completed and opened in 2018, running from Mombasa Port's second container terminal and joining the Mombasa-Nairobi highway at Bonj near Mazeras. China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation completed the phase at a cost of $110 million. Kenya acquired financing for the bypass through a loan from the Japan International Cooperation Agency in 2014, with a repayment option of up to 30 years at an interest rate of 1.2%. Phase 2 of the project involves the installation of 2 bridges, one at Ntiza and one at Mwashi, spanning over 2 kilometers and 680 meters. The Mteza Bridge is 7 times longer than Nyali and Kilifi and is scheduled to be completed in 2024.
Number 6.
Konza Technology City. Konza Technology City is a mega project in Kenya that is part of the Vision 2030 blueprint and is expected to generate 17,000 high-value direct jobs and 68,000 indirect jobs once completed. It is a component of the National Strategic Plan, Vision 2030. The African Silicon Savannah project is located 64 kilometers south of Nairobi and is modeled around the Silicon Valley. It aims to target business process outsourcing, software development, data centers, disaster recovery centers, call centers, light manufacturing industries, and research institutions. It is expected to cost $14.5 billion.
Number 5.
Nairobi Condominium Tower. A 44-story residential skyscraper called the Nairobi Condominium Tower is currently being built in Nairobi, Kenya's Upper Hill District. With 1,115 square meters of rentable space, 3 apartment designs, and 1,486 square meters of garden space, it is anticipated to be among the tallest residential buildings in Africa. On the podium level, there is a running track in addition to meeting and facility rooms, a lounge cafe, a convenience store, a kids' play area, and other amenities.
Number 4.
The Thwake Multi-Purpose Dam. The Thwake Multi-Purpose Dam is a multi-purpose dam for water supply, hydropower generation, irrigation development, and flood and drought mitigation. It will improve productivity and livelihoods over a 10-year period. There are 4 stages to the project. Phase 1 includes studies and designs for subsequent phases, climate change training, a panel of dam experts, the construction of a 77-meter-high rock-filled dam, rehabilitation and protection of the catchment, and technical assistance. For phases 2, 3, and 4, Phase 2 provides 681 million cubic meters of water storage as follows. 34 mcm are allotted for human consumption, 625 mcm are used twice, 22 mcm are used for irrigation upstream, and the remaining mcm are used for downstream conservation flow. This will result in better health and promote regional and Konza City economic growth. The Thwake Multi-Purpose Dam is located downstream from the confluence of the Ethi and Thwake rivers in Mavandini and Kanyanja divisions, with a flow back into Kathalumbi division of Mbuni district. The dam will cover an area of 2,900 hectares and a catchment area of 10,276 square kilometers. It is a rock-filled dam with an impervious concrete face, 80.5 meters in height, and a reservoir storage volume of 688 cubic meters.
Number 3.
Lapsset Corridor Project. The Lapsset Corridor Program, which connects Kenya, Ethiopia, and South Sudan, is the biggest and most ambitious infrastructure undertaking in Eastern Africa. 7 significant infrastructure projects make up this mega-project. The Lamu-Uganda Transport Corridor will be the second in the country, following the Mombasa-Uganda Corridor. Basic infrastructure has already been constructed, such as a harbour office and police station in Lamu at a revamped Lamu Airport runway. This project plan combines activities like building a new port at Lamu, an oil pipeline from Lamu to South Sudan, roads, railways, an international airport, and resort towns near the rail line. These factors will significantly affect and transform the area. Juba will be connected to Lamu, Kenya's coast, via the 200-meter-wide Lapsset corridor, 1,700 kilometers away. The corridor is anticipated to be a component of the future land bridge that will connect Western and Eastern Africa via Juba, Bangui in the Central African Republic, and Douala, Cameroon. Road connections through Moyale, Kenya, are also planned for Addis Ababa. The plan's objectives are to reduce Mombasa, Kenya's main port, dependence, and to open up the region's largely undeveloped northern frontier. Lamu and Isiolo in Kenya, Juba in South Sudan, and Addis Ababa in Ethiopia are the project's principal towns. The 7 main infrastructure scheme components in the Lapsset Corridor Program require a budget estimate of $24.5 billion.
Number 2.
Standard Gauge Railway. Kenya is building a 969-kilometer standard gauge railway from Mombasa to Malaba at a cost of $9.9 billion. This has been billed as one of the largest and most ambitious transport infrastructure projects in Africa. The project's first phase, Phase 1, cost $3.27 billion to complete, and Phase 2 cost $1.5 billion to build. At a cost of $3.7 billion, the railway line is expected to be moved to Kisumu. It was designed as a flagship project for the Kenya Vision 2030 development agenda and will streamline cross-border transportation operations and lower travel expenses, which will help the economies of Kenya and its neighbors.
Number 1.
Pinnacle Towers. 2 Dubai-based investors, Has Petroleum and White Lotus, are investing in Upper Hill, a fast-growing financial hub in Nairobi. The project includes the construction of 2 adjacent towers, one with a height of 659 feet and 46 floors, and the other with a height of 1,050 feet and 70 floors. The shorter tower will house the 257-room, 5-star Upper Hill Hilton Hotel, while the taller tower will feature 11 floors of commercial office space, 9 floors of retail space, and 46 floors with 210 upscale 1, 2, and 3-bedroom serviced residential apartments. The construction cost of the Pinnacle Towers complex was $200 million, with $50 million contributed by developers and the balance borrowed from the African Export-Import Bank and other Kenyan banks. And this concludes our coverage of the top 8 ongoing mega projects in Kenya. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.